Was it an angel that kept my daughter's car from stalling in sub-zero weather? I'll tell you the story in this week's Midweek Minute. My daughter Danelle was living in the Twin Cities at the time. It was 3 winters ago, and she had come home for a weekend, and just the way her schedule worked, it didn't work out for her to get home early, so it was kind of late at night. But it was a sub-zero day, I think probably in the neighborhood of 20 below Fahrenheit. And she got home late, pulled into the driveway, and next day I went to go use her car, and I jumped into the driver's seat and turned the key in the ignition, and nothing at all. And so I got out and popped the hood, and I figured something to do with the battery, in the sense that cold weather has a way of finding those weak spots in a battery. And I thought, well, probably it's a battery cable that's maybe corroded. But I was not prepared for what I actually found. As I reached down and touched the cable, I just barely touched the battery cable. The battery cable fell off. Now, there is no way that she should have been able to make it home in that cold of weather with that loose of a battery. I just stood there leaning over the car and looking at that battery in just stunned amazement. I've seen battery cables be just a little bit loose and not work. This was not just a little loose, this was blowing the wind, flopping all over the place type of loose. It just, like I said, just barely touched it and it fell off. Now, was it an angel that held its finger on that battery cable while Danelle was driving home to make sure she could make it home? I think so. That was my first initial reaction, and it really still is. But in some way, God's divine protection was realized in that situation. Danelle has often, I think not often, every time, has prayed over her vehicle as she's made a trip. And so, thank the Lord for His protection. I just want to truly say thank you, Jesus, for your help. I was just reading recently in Psalm 116, and there's a verse that kind of stood out, and other translations maybe word it just slightly different, but the wording of Psalm 116 verse 6 in the Christian Standard Bible, it says this: "The Lord guards the inexperienced. I was helpless, and He saved me." I really think it was an angel that kept that battery cable in place. And then once she got home, she was parked in the driveway, Angel was off duty, and now Dad was there to help take care of the situation. Well, thanks for tuning in. God bless you.